again, if you do this with your buddies, don't and you're starting to do really well, don't go into MTGO draft thinking, okay, I do really well on CCG decks or bestiaire, I'm set. Because again, it's not authentic. It's not the same, and you'll find that if you do much of this and then much MTGO, you'll realize just how different it is. However, playing with your buddies on this does make it much more authentic. The Warlord is really good, and the Machete is really good. I normally take the Machete, but I've seen a third, fourth pick Machete on CCG decks. So, just for that reason, I think I'll go with the Warlord. Not much red or black here, if that's very good. Neither of these I like very much. Green and blue are the colors in that pack to be drafting. Okay, we're going to take a giant scorpion here. Vampire Lacerator. The ding 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 is potentially going to give me a burst an aneurysm in my head, but anyways. I probably should take the Puma because of the fact of the few allies I've taken. And it seems like it's going to make a liar out of me and not show me any cell swords. It's certainly random in that way, to that end, that you can't really rely on certain cards appearing. But when they do, it seems that they come just a constant bombardment. So you can see both of these drafts, and you can decide for yourself which one you think is best. If you've got some friends that want to join CCG decks, then I recommend CCG decks. If you're just hopping on for a quick one by yourself, and you don't use Magic Workstation, actually I'll speak about that in a second. If you just want to draft and deal with it yourself, I highly recommend Bestiaire. I've had trouble actually loading these decks into Magic Workstation, and I don't know if there's a reason for that I can find online. I haven't checked, but I do know that the straight up conversion, it will not work on my Magic Workstation player of this deck. I've never tried the Bestiaire decks yet. Of course, it doesn't really have a deck. It just has a bunch of cards. Geopede or Inferno Trap? Let's go with the removal that would kill a Geopede. There's a Sellsword. Unfortunately, he's grouping with a Disfigure and a Blazing Torch. But we're still going to take him, because Disfigure can't kill him. I try to rate which card is best against the other. We're going to go with the Sellsword over the Diabolus. Notice I go much faster too. I don't take my time as much. I probably should take the Refuge, but I'm going to take a Giant Scorpion. And I think the Marauder would be the clear pick here in this pack. Do I have an Adventuring Gear? I do have an Adventuring Gear. So I guess we take another Marauder. And there's another Sellsword. Now, do I take a Grunts or a Scope? I think I'll take the Grunts. Build up those allies a little bit more. Like, this Survivalist guy, I've seen him, when there's 3 cards left in the pack. That doesn't happen. CCG deck bots obviously underrate him, for whatever reason. Oh, look at that. That's a hard pick. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Puma just the same. Going with that ally theme. That's another thing. It's a little too easy to go with ally theme on CCG decks. To me, I've managed to get a decent ally deck every time, which is ridiculous. Unless I've got some buddies to play with. Yeah, see, and here's the deck editor. Venturing gear. Might put in the quick ripper. Might put in the scope. For now, let's put in the definite cards. $25. So we've got the. And I mean, there's a couple of playable cards I never put in. So let's see. You can go to preview deck and get a better look. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red cards. So black would be the color to pull. So we'll take out a crocodile. Gotta pull some more. Probably have to take out some red. I actually like this shortcutter better than a lot of people do. But yeah, I think I might keep this shortcutter in just for tricks in combat. Take out one of these giants. I've got to lose another black card. I guess I'll take out the Soul Stair Expedition. Down to 22 lands. There you go. I don't think I had any of the lands I wanted for non-basic lands. So, add my swamps. Add my mountains. I think that's 9 of each. And submit deck. Nice thing about this too, besides being able to build a deck, it saves the deck. So if it actually worked in MS, Magic Workstation, that would be great. You can also see your cards, and here's where you export. You can also see your cards in the draft format in the deck builder just then by clicking a button. And I should have showed you that, but anyways. So that's both formats, and you can decide amongst yourselves which one you think is better, and go from there. Got a nice mono white deck that's half decent. Got a great red-black deck, and I find the decks, when you draft against the bots on CCG decks, because they're not that good at drafting, you always get a far better deck than you'd get in real life. But anyways, I hope that you gained some knowledge that you didn't have before, and that this wasn't a pointless process. I'll see you back with whatever I manage to draft in my sealed decks and show you what I played in the upcoming World Wake pre-release, and I will be back with an MTGO draft in the future. Take care. Happy playing.